All right, thank you, Justin. Tick-borne diseases such as alpha-gal syndrome are a growing public health concern across the U.S., and Central Virginia has become a region of particular interest. Today, we are joined by Gay Harvey and Jonathan Martin from Centra Health to talk about alpha-gal and also a new cookbook that you see here that's actually dedicated to alpha-gal education, along with some recipes. And we're going to talk about recipes and actually show you a couple in a little bit. But first, let's talk about alpha-gal. This is just such a mysterious kind of a disease to me. Why are tick-borne diseases a growing public health concern?
Well, in our area, the weather is more humid and they thrive in that condition. And you see more and more in the eastern states.
And you told me something in the commercial break that just, what? I was shocked. It's prevalent in our area, but not just prevalent. Explain to me again, how prevalent is it in Central Virginia?
So almost 37% of all alpha-gal cases are here, right here in Central Virginia.
Worldwide?
Worldwide.
And you said we're like #1
we're
in the world.
One of the top.
For cases probably, you know, oh my goodness. All right, well, it's good we're talking about this. What exactly is alpha-gal syndrome? What do the symptoms look like?
Well, symptoms could be fatigue, GI symptoms, but you have a lot of that with other problems also, so that's why it's misdiagnosed.
That makes sense. So, you know, you're talking stomachache, diarrhea, nausea, all of the above?
All the way to anaphylactic shock.
Okay. Okay, so, and
alpha-gal is it's a protein that comes from most mammals, and you can't take certain things like certain medications like heparin. You can't use gel capsules. Can't eat certain meats, cheeses, milk, butter, those things.
if you do eat these things, is that what triggers the symptoms?
Yes.
If you stop eating them and change your lifestyle and change your habits, do you feel halfway okay, or how does that work?
Yeah, as someone that has alpha-gal, this syndrome reacts just like a food allergy.
Yes.
It does have a delayed allergy. So most food allergies, you will have a reaction within 15 minutes. With alpha-gal, it could be 3 hours, 5 hours, 8 hours, even later. Mm-hmm. So that's why it's so hard to diagnose, is because of that delayed reaction. Mm-hmm. People don't really match it to the food that they ate 6 hours ago.
And this is all goes back to getting a tick bite, correct?
Yes.
It does.
And so you both have it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you said you do too. And okay, so both of you have this. So how should someone get tested if they are experiencing the symptoms? You say it's hard to diagnose because it is so common.
Well, you can go to your primary care physicians, allergy doctors. Mm-hmm. They do a blood test that will test you to see if you have it.
And then what? What do you have to cut out?
Well, you cut out your red meats.
All red meats?
All red meats.
Okay.
You cut out your cheeses, your milks.
So all dairy products, all red meats.
Mm-hmm. And certain medications, too.
And certain medications. Mm-hmm. So how long have you, Gay, been
I had it for 4 years, and right now I'm free.
Oh, so it can go away?
For some people.
Okay, this is interesting though. So this is not necessarily a lifetime condition. How does that work?
Exactly. So I've had it for about 3 years, and my allergy symptoms are really still prevalent. But there are many people that their symptoms will reduce with time. So it really just depends on case-by-case scenario.
Okay. And so, Gay, how did you know it went away? Did you just say, I'm going to, be crazy and eat a steak, and then you did not have? How do you know?
I went for a checkup, and I said, can we retest me?
Okay.
And he did, and that was it. But I do watch, because you never know. I guess it could come back at any time.
Come back.
So as your numbers go down, they may ask you to reintroduce certain things to your diet to see if you have any symptoms. But that's really, they tell you to be careful when you do that, and make sure that you have a backup plan with an EpiPen or the ability to get to a hospital pretty quickly.
So the reaction can be serious, it sounds like, if you're talking about anaphylactic shock.
Yes, ma'am.
You were going to add one more thing, and then we're going to...
You make sure when you're reintroducing things into your diet, do one at a time.
Do it slowly. Take it slow. That makes sense.
Yes.
Well, we appreciate your time talking about this because a lot of folks have this, and probably there's not a ton of information out there all the time. We are going to continue our discussion actually about alpha-gal syndrome right after the break. We are going to take a look at a new cookbook from Centra Health targeting people. Their chef Devante is standing by. We're going to learn how to make one of the dishes in that cookbook. Don't go away. That is coming up next on Here at Home.